All right, so now we're going to talk about punctuation of phrases. So this requires our knowledge of 4 types of comma, which we've learned today: introducer, coordinator, inserter, and tag commas. So if you've forgotten all about that, go back and review the lessons. But in the following sentences, we need to insert all commas required by the rules, okay? And when the sentences require no comma, just write a C or write a check mark, doesn't matter. If we take a look at number 1, to tell the truth, I have an infinitive phrase before my actual independent clause, I think. So of course, I need to add a comma here. And what kind of comma is this? This is introducer comma. All right. And if we look at number 2, everyone having left. So we need a comma here. Same thing, because we have what we call an absolute phrase before our independent clause. So we took off our shoes, relaxed, and had coffee, pardon me. Okay, so that's also our introducer comma. Okay, and number 3, her brother, an international computer consultant, has invited her to visit him while he is in Rome. So we know that, hey, this is a noun phrase talking about the previous noun. This is in a positive, like Cici, a student, right? A student is talking about Cici. So in this case, if she only has one brother, this is non-essential. So of course, I would need 2 commas. And what commas are these? They come in pairs. They are our inserter commas, right? And remember, we can also replace them with dash or parentheses. Okay? And number 4, to get the best possible results, this is again like number 1, our infinitive phrase before our actual independent clause, he measured. So of course we need to add an introducer comma over here. All right, and let's do a couple more. I cannot believe that we are finally going to Alaska. So I cannot believe, this is our complete sentence. All things considered, this is our absolute phrase at the end of the sentence. And if you remember, after our complete sentence, if we want to add extra elements, that is called a tag comma. So essentially, it is the opposite of an introducer comma. Number 6, encouraged by her success. This is our participle phrase and past participle phrase at that, right? And our subject verb is she tried. So of course, we also need an introducer comma over here. Okay, and number 7, his hobby. What hobby? Collecting first edition books. Well, this is a gerund phrase functioning as in a positive, right? A noun phrase talking about another noun. So of course, we need our inserter commas. And number 8, the travel agent, again, a friend of the family. That's referring to the travel agent. So this is a positive again, right? So what I want to do is to add our 2 inserter commas. So the travel agent planned an interesting itinerary for us. Now, number 9, Darwin's greatest work, Origin of Species, was completed in 1859. So same thing, origin of species is a noun phrase talking about work, another noun. And this is a positive. You might be wondering, why is this non-essential a positive? Because supposedly people acknowledge that his greatest work is Origin of Species. So there's no doubt about it, right? Greatest, the best, the first, the last. Okay, and that is our inserter commas. For number 10, the old man leaning on the mantle is Pam's great uncle. I'm not going to add any punctuation here. This is correct. Why? Because this participle phrase is actually essential. Because if I cross it out, let's say today I block it out. Who's the old man? I don't know. It's so vague. Maybe there are several old people there, right? So leaning on the mantle is essential information. So I don't want to add any commas here. Okay, and number 11. To reach an airport on time. This is the same thing. This is our infinitive phrase, right? To plus verb. And then our subject verb, French ambassador had to secure a police escort, right? So we want to have an introducer, comma, over here. Okay, and that is it for this exercise.